Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Check out what we have going on over here on this channel. I do a lot of great things I think some of you might enjoy. Once you do, you hit that subscribe button, you hit the notification bell, and you hit the like. Go back, look at the videos, see what you like, and then come back to see what we do over here. Now, today, super excited because we have some DTF powder and film that we're going to be using. This is from the brand Koala, and we're going to try it out as a family for the first time. Now, this is going to be for the Sublimation DTF hat. I'm going to get into all of that. So let me show you what we're using first. So now you're going to need a 100% cotton t-shirt. What we got here? All right, so we have our white shirt. This is strictly for this particular powder, and film is strictly for light fabric. So make sure you get you a nice light cotton t-shirt. Then we have glitter heat transfer vinyl. This is by Siser. I'm going to tell you guys why I use this in a second. We're going to add a little extra to our image. Then you're going to need your 12 by 12 Cricut mat. Something to keep your powder in if you're going to be using it long term, like down the line. This is a nice little, cheap little plastic case I got. You'll be able to put your powder in and you won't have to worry about it when it's time to use it again. Then let's get into our powder. Now this is the DTF powder from Koala. And this is the white. Now this powder is for, it says this is for sublimation ink only. So you're going to only be able to do this project if you have already converted your printer to sublimation printer. Then we have also their film. Y'all see it. This is the DTF film, also by the Koala brand. And again, we're using powder and film from the same company. And this film also is for our DTF. This is the DTF hat. Now you can't do it without your converted printer. This is my Epson Ecotank that I converted into a sublimation printer, which I'm now going to use for the DTF hat. Now if you have an inkjet printer, can't use it for this. So says the company. But this is great because I feel like this is a good starter for beginners on that DTF hat journey, and you want to figure out, what's the easiest thing to do and use when it's time to get into it. I think you guys might like. I think y'all are gonna like this. I really do. So, want to learn? Well, no. I'm going to show you guys how to use the Koala brand DTF paper, film, DTF film, and powder for beginners on the sublimation hack journey. And all you got to do is stick around. All right, cut. Okay, y'all, so let's get into the image that we're going to be using for our DTF project. I'm going to show you guys right now, and let's go. Here we are. Oh, now isn't she beautiful? I saw this image and it just jumped out at me. I said, I have to buy you. Absolutely worth the $2 and change that I got it from. Also, someone asked me why don't I link like the Etsy stores where I get my images. It's simply because I don't have any relationships with any of the stores. Anywhere you see me get an image from, it's because I bought it. I don't have any type of relationship with any image stores. And I don't want to send you guys someplace and then the image doesn't work out or it's not to your liking and then you complain back to me or possibly to the shop that you got it from and you say, oh, well, the Crafty Closet sent me here, and they'll go, oh, well, who the hell is the Crafty Closet? So I'm not gatekeeping y'all. It's just that I don't link it because of those reasons. But all you have to do is when you get in Etsy, you do the search and you could, find the images that you want. If you can't, images that I'm using are similar to it. Like for this one, you would probably do, I don't know, maybe Brown Girl Big Hair Sunflower, and it might pop up. That's just me giving you guys clues. But yeah, that's the only reason why I don't link the images. I don't link the shops that I get my stuff from. But I always tell y'all. I tell y'all where to go. I tell y'all who I got it from. So again, I'm not gatekeeping. That's just the reason why I don't do it. So now, as we look at this gorgeous young lady on our canvas, I decided to add wording. I decided to add a word because when I looked at it, the word screamed out at me, and that's why I decided to put it on this to add it in addition to what we already have. So let's go ahead and let me show y'all what that is, and it is the word blessed because I don't know, she just looks great. She looks blessed. I felt blessed when I looked at it, so that's why I use it. Now, our bless is going to be that black glitter heat transfer vinyl. You could change it to any color you want. You want to do yellow, green, whatever you had to make your shirt stand out. Of course, just do that and you will be fine. I just did black because, again, I have black glitter heat transfer vinyl. And this is the font Valor, which is a Design Space font. So you'll be able to find it. No problems. And that's it. Now, you also know that print and cut limits you to the size you can cut if you don't have a wide format printer, which your girl does not. But don't worry, we're working on some things. And this limited me to, as you can see right here, 7.5 by 4.5 to print. So that's what we got. I added again the bless to just bring it out a little more. If you've been following me for a long time, you already know less is more. You already know I like a little razzle dazzle. I always see something that could use a little extra when I'm teaching you guys how to do these things. So that's it. Normally, I would show you guys how. Normally, you would print this out using Word, and that's because if you print it out using Word, you won't get the grid boxes if you print it out from Cricut, because this is going to be DTF for DTF powder hack for DTF sublimation hack powder for beginners. I'm not going to show you guys how to do and print it out through Word where you don't get those grid marks, but there is a video on the channel that shows you how to do it. Watch it, get comfortable with it, and then you'll be able to print out your uh, print and cut images via that way, and then you won't have to like cut out the the register. I said grid boxes, but I meant you won't have to cut out the registration lines when it's time to print. If that's something that you don't mind doing, then you're straight. So here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're putting this on our shirt, putting this on a white shirt, and now next you're going to go ahead and make sure that this is print and cut. This is your basic cut. And now I'm going to go ahead and what am I doing? I'm going to go ahead and we were going to make it, right? Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to send this through printing via our design space. This is what it looks like on your canvas, because the paper is 8.5 by 11. Of course, if the paper was wider and longer, you would get a bigger size. But we've been down this road already, y'all, so you already know we're going to get what we get when we doing the print and cut. Now, this paper calls for it to be mirrored regardless of wording or not. I told you guys before, sometimes you don't have to mirror your DTF film, your DTF image on a film if there's no words in it, but this particular koala paper says mirror everything. So regardless of wording or not, we're going to make sure we mirror. And then we're going to go ahead and send this through our sublimation printer, which is the 2800. When she comes up, here she goes. So this is my converted Ecotank. You're going to turn off the bleed. Use the system dialog, which is your print preferences. A lot of people seem to have issues with saying, oh, it prints out dull, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look the same when it prints, but that's because you have to use the print preferences, which is your system dialog, in your Cricut. So the system dialog, and there's going to be a preference here. Once you hit it, you're going to go ahead and we're going to change this to photo paper glossy, and we're going to print it on high quality. It's already mirrored. Make sure when you go here, you're going more options. You're going to take off bi-directional printing. You want nothing on here to be clicked or checked off. You go OK. And now we're going to go ahead and send this to the printer. Come back, press it, and see what it gives. This is the Koala brand DTF powder and film, strictly for my beginners. I want y'all to get comfortable with it. The DTF hack, that is. And let's see what it looks like when it prints out. As always, y'all know I appreciate you for watching. You know you got to stick around to the end. You always got to stick around to the end. If you don't stick around to the end, you won't know what it looks like when we're finished. And, again, I appreciate you guys for watching. And be well, my friends. Okay, so the directions on this particular brand of DTF is to start powdering immediately. I just want y'all to get into like what it looks like. She is still super gorgeous. This is the printer side. You probably can't really tell how great it is, but it is really good. So let's go ahead and we're going to, this is what I said when I said we're gonna use a container so that, okay, I did it backwards, y'all. I'm sorry. First things first, this is why I told you you can, if you use Word, you won't have to cut off these, y'all see these registration marks. You won't get them if you print out in Word. But again, this is going to be the sublimation hack for beginners. You're just going to cut out those registration marks. Just make sure you cut them out because you don't want them to transfer on your shirt. Make sure you cut out everything. And all right, so make it look normal, y'all. All right, so we already cut it out. Now we're going to go ahead and powder her up. I should have poured the paper on. I should have poured the powder on first, but this is my little scooper, and then you're gonna make sure you cover it completely. Right? So I'm gonna cover it completely. Completely cover her. And I think this light is too bright. Let me turn this off. All right, that's better because it was giving a real glare. All right, so you're gonna make sure you cover every single portion of your image completely. I'm gonna do this again. You just want to make sure every part of your image has powder. So I'm gonna just do it 3 times. Use liberal amounts of powder. You want to make sure nothing is left untouched by your powder. I'm going to do, why not? One more time. Just because this image has a lot of fine lines, so I just want to make sure all of the fine lines are covered, like where the hair curls. So we're going to just make sure we cover everything, baby. All right, so just look at it. Make sure you see white covered on every single piece of your image. If anything looks like it doesn't have any white, go ahead and hit it again. I see a little portion in the corner right here. I'm not happy with the coverage. So I'm going to, again, shake it liberally. Because you need every single portion of your image to be covered. All right. This is good. Okay, so now every single portion of my image is covered. This is curing side down. We're going to get into that next. This is image side up. So we're going to go, this is the side that we're going to press, but this is the side that we're going to cure. We're going to get into curing right now. Curing is when we're going to slide it into, you could use your swing press, or if you have the Cricut heat press, you can flip it over and put it on top. That's just going to melt your powder into the image, because that's what you need for it to be the DTF transfer. So let's go ahead and cure this, and then we press it, and then let's see what it gives.